start in a minute. Gotta post this video. You know it takes a while for me sometimes. Oh, I forgot to bring up my PowerPoint. No. There we go. Everyone's like, hey, where's the video? There we go. Hooray. So this is the same video I did last night, but last night I couldn't talk. My wife ended up going to bed, so I used Descript to fake my voice, like a computer voice, and came out sounding really weird. So it was like, hey, figures are up for order. I buy too many, and enjoy the music. You know, and I think it was about it. And then I had music playing, and I thought, that just is horrible. So I waited all day today to repost this because I had to wait till I was done with work, and you know I couldn't talk on the microphone. And my wife was sleeping. She'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing over there, talking on the microphone?" So it's the same video as last night, but instead you get me to actually talking, and so it's the live version, and then I can also read your comments and answer them. Let's see, everyone go hit like really quick. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I appreciate that. That'd be great. All right, so let's talk about these figures. Get past these intro screens. All right, so Big Bad Toy Store has a huge pre-order of all the figures we've been waiting for. And this right here is actually the Masterverse He-Man, not the other core He-Man. Now, granted, he's based on the core He-Man. And I'm guessing this top rotates right here. That's why it kind of has his hip out to one side. And I'm guessing this thing goes back and forth. I doubt the figures has that weird angle like that for his hips the whole time. And one thing I really like about this figure, as you probably saw last night, is that it has a swivel bicep right there. So an extra joint that we didn't get with the core figures. And it looks like his armor might be removable, so you could have some fun swapping some parts around. So at first I wasn't going to get this. But even though, sorry Mike, this is like a baby toy, but even though this looks like a baby toy, I still might get him and the counterpart just because. You know, I didn't buy any of the core figures yet. I've been holding off on buying them. I did like the way that Manny Faces looks, but you know, I'm just not sure. I don't actually have them on my pre-order yet because I didn't add them to my pre-order. But just when I was making this PowerPoint last night, I'm like, you know what? He does look kind of fun. And he might be fun for the grandkids to play with too. So, all right. So next we have the Skeletor, same type of deal. And you can see they even have the double jointed elbows. And he's got his bone hand that got fried in the cartoon. And I love the Havoc staff. I mean, that is a really cool looking Havoc staff, the way they did that. Yeah, so they do look pretty good. And it'd be fun, like I said, if you can swap the armor out and stuff. So that'd be kind of cool too. So there he is. Let's look at his lower little legs. So it's funny, they almost look like the minifigures, but in giant size, where they got the big torso and the mini legs. So, which is funny because I've always said if they made a Beast Man like the minifigures, I'd buy them. So, you know what? If they make a Beast Man in this size, I might just have to get it. I still prefer Origins. I think these are more for younger kids. Well, I do admit the regular core figures are for the younger kids, but I think these ones are actually for the adult collectors because these are for the Masterverse series. So I know it's kind of strange that they released these in Masterverse, and I was kind of surprised about that too. And that's why the price is so high for $23.99 for this deluxe Masterverse figure. But it is kind of cool. Alright, let's continue on to the next pre-order figure, which is 2000X He-Man. And there he is. I don't know. His hair does not scream 2000X to me completely. It's not messy enough. I mean, before he had kind of spiky hair. It's kind of sticking up on top too. It's just a little too flat on top, but that's okay. You know, we will see. And he does come with his shield, his sword, and his axe. Now, something that made 2000X was all of his gear was oversized in 2000X. Now, the axe looks oversized, but the shield and the sword do not. So I'm curious to see how they fit in size-wise comparison. And when I get them, I'll do some math on it. Obviously, the shield's not big enough. You can tell by looking at it. It's a small little shield. But there was one scene in Dragon's Brood, I think it was called, or something like that, where his shield did become small. When he was fighting the dragon, it was on his back. And then it got bigger when he got hit with the fire. So maybe it's made to grow or something in the storyline. Let's see. Max Flyer says this Skeletor is ugly. Yeah, he is kind of an ugly looking Skeletor, but isn't Skeletor supposed to be ugly? Isn't that his thing? Anyway, I want him to crest a better King Grayskull for Origins as well. I mean, upgrade mine. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. All right. So there he is. Oh, 2000X gear. You know what? Look at these seams on the sword right here. There's a seam right here, and there's no seam on the other side, and there's a seam right here. I'm guessing this thing twists. This piece of plastic and this side is connected to this hand, and this side twists out. So I'm thinking this sword, just like 2000X, actually spins and becomes a like a four-pronged deal, so he can absorb the power faster by having like an antenna type thing. So I'm thinking this sword actually rotates because that seam comes across here. You can see it, but that same seam is not going the other direction across there. So I'm thinking that thing spins apart. That'd be kind of fun. I always love little action features. Action. Then we have the 2000X Skeletor. Boom, boom, boom. Now I know people said the sword does not come apart. It does look pretty solid in this view, which is funny. If the 2000X sword spins, you would think that this may come apart, but look, there is a slight seam cut right here. So I wonder if it separates differently or something, or is that just part of the decoration on the design? So I don't know if it comes apart or not. I'm not a fan of that skull head. I don't know what's going on there, but that does not look 2000X. Looks like he has giant staples in his mouth holding and sewn shut. Like he had some kind of surgery on his mouth. They put the staples on both sides and then sewed the middle part. They don't look like fangs. They just look like big old chunks hanging down. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I don't know. Let's see. Gnomsky says, I only want the Skeletor for the shin guards and the crotch armor. Oh yeah, the shin guards are cool and the crotch armor rocks. That's the two things I like about it too. If you think about it, right, if you were to get another 2000X for him head, that other head could be really cool. Like the one I made at the lighted eyes. Oh, that would totally rock on this figure. So, yeah. I wish, since these are 2000, so much 2000X-ish, I wish they would have redone the wristbands to also have that 2000X look to it. That'd have been cool too. Now, granted, this armor is not exactly 2000X. It's added some black paint to it, but definitely the loincloth or belt or whatever it is definitely 2000X. The head, of course, is new, but it doesn't look like 2000X. Looks like a little kid's toy, like you guys mentioned about the other ones. And then, of course, the shin guards rock. All right. Next, we have Deluxe Snout Spout. Now, he comes with two different heads. One of the straight nose, one of the crooked nose. I think I might have pictured just the crooked nose one because, sorry, you guys, I'm not a huge fan of him. He is cool, but I only got one picture, and just that's all I got of him. Then we have Leech. And Leech has suction cups for his feet, and I believe his hands change out too to suction cups. And I think he has an extra different head too, sculpt to him as well. But let's see, what is his price? He must be a deluxe because he's $23.99 at Big Bad Toy Store. And he does look pretty cool. Let's see, not a big fan of 2000X look. Yeah, they didn't do a great job on that Skeletor. The He-Man's okay too. You know, there's some things they could have done differently. Yep, that head sculpt is bad. All right, then we have Sunman's arch enemy, Pighead, and the evil masters of the universe. Now, I think what's cool is he actually is under the Masters of the Universe title instead of being a separate Sunman title. And I know that if Mattel would have produced these figures and would have just gave it a Sunman umbrella and instead of the Masters of the Universe, they still might have sold to a few of us collectors. But I really think that if they would have done that, it really would have hurt sales. Because parents, they're buying stuff for their kids. They'd be like, oh, this is a figure that looks like He-Man. It's not He-Man, but it's still Mattel. They may or may not buy it. But since it's part of the Masters of the Universe line, I think it will kind of drive people to buy more because now he's a integral part and he's part of the storyline. And they added it to the comic, and so there you go. See, Cobweb said, I was hoping to put Kildor head on the 2000X Skeletor, but I think the skin tones are different. Ooh, I hope you're wrong. Let's take a look at that again. I'm going to jump back. Jump back, man. Yeah, I don't know. It does look like it has a little bit of purple on it. A little more purple than the other one, because the other one's kind of like a turquoise blue. So I think you're right. The skin tone is different. Bummer. So I was hoping to mix and match parts too. Well, you know, if you really like the Kildor look, you can grab the Kildor body and then just swap all the armor pieces, because Kildor has the two wristbands the same way. So you could still use this armor, the loincloth, swap out the legs, and use the shin guards and make them into a cool Kildor. In fact, you know what? I like that idea. In fact, I may have to get two of these. I only have one on order, but I may have to go back and order another one now. Good call, man. Good call. All right, where do we leave off at? Leech, and then we have Pigboy or Pigman or Pighead. Then we have Mantena, and the coolest thing about this Mantena is he's got four legs that are separated. I love that they have them all separated this time. I used to hate that when they had the two legs stuck together. It's like, why? Why even give the guy four legs? They make two giant fat legs that are just like, you know, eights or whatever. So I think it's so cool the legs are actually separated in the four separate legs. And then, of course, his eyes move too. It shows some kid pushing a button on the top of his head to pop his eyes out. I don't know if they're spring-loaded and the button just releases them. That'd be fun. Or if as you push the button, the eyes come out further. So I don't know yet. I'm hoping to get this figure and check it out. I know some people may have already got him from what I've seen online. But it sounds funny. I avoid watching those videos because I want to be surprised when I do my unboxing video. And if I already seen other people's videos, I can't do a surprise unboxing video because I already know what's coming. So that's probably why I don't watch a lot of unboxing videos people have. Let's see if somebody said, Cowboy, I was hoping to put... Oh, you already read that one. All right. the bloodshot eyes. Now, some people are probably going to paint yellow on those eyes to match Filmation. And that'd be kind of a cool idea, too, for a really quick, easy custom, is to paint the eyes to make the Filmation-y. Now, I never understood what was this in the middle of his face. I always thought it was some kind of bug living on his face, but it's supposed to be his mouth. Now, if it indents, then it's like the back of a cat where it has the starfish look. And I think that's kind of a crazy kind of mouth feature to have. I don't know, but then again, that the Filmation little lips they had looked weird too, so I don't know. Oh, Catra. 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 She is so cool looking. I cannot wait to get Catra. I'm excited. She's going to be really cool. As you guys know, I like my Catra. She's a fun figure. It's funny, at first I wasn't really a big fan of Catra, but then when I started to customize her a little bit, putting a little glue to keep her collar on, and then adding the leg band, and then making the cat, and then even the She-Ra cartoon version they made of Catra was kind of fun to watch, you know. Granted, it wasn't the Catra we grew up with, so that one episode that we saw where Bo was telling his storyline, which was the funniest episode of all of them, I think, where they wore the old gear. And so now I have a newfound love for Catra, so there you go. All right. Catra. All right, She-Ra. Hey, hooray, finally. And one thing about She-Ra I noticed was, I didn't see this the first time, but they actually have details on her wrist cuffs and on her legs. So you can see this black detailing. Where's my mouse? There it is. This black detailing on here. Now, at first I thought this might be indented, but I don't think it is. Like, it's just like some kind of decaling only on there. Definitely the wrist cuffs are not indented. You can see it's just like some kind of ink or decal or something else on there. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of lame at the same time. It was actually, you know, had some feeling to it. Then it would be kind of cool. Wait a sec. $35? I'll go back and take a look at that. Oh, $34.99. Well, she must be a deluxe figure. She must come with a lot of extra heads or something to hold the different masks. Because that mask was like it's embedded pretty hard into her hairline right there and into her cheeks. So I'm guessing this mask is actually a new head, not just a mask stuffed on her face. Because the way this hair is shaped right here, that has to be it. Yeah, you can see the hair is actually molded into the mask right there. And it's just so tight against her cheekbones. I don't think it's removable. Or if it is, I don't know, it'd have some kind of indent right there. So maybe so it stays on better. And if it was removable, they'd probably have holes here so you can see her eyes underneath, not just white eye holes. Hordak. Now you guys know I'm not a fan of Hordak, but you know what? He's the blue Hordak. I'm probably going to get this Hordak anyway, and you know, She-Ra's got to have somebody to pound on. So there is She-Ra's pounding. So there he is, so she can beat him up. You know what, with these spikes going up, it looks like they almost might be upside down. I know they're not because the bat's that way, but I think it'd look cool if the spike went down instead of up. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I mean, aesthetically, I think it should go down, but you know, it's their designs, they do what they want. We do have some new wrist cuffs just for this guy, so it's kind of cool. And Hordak. Oh, Zodak. Zodak, Hordak, what the heck? Anyway, there he is, the Masterverse version of Zodak. And he's got the shoulder pads that I believe are removable. And he's got a thing here to hold his gun on his leg. You know what? I think I'm going to have to steal some parts from this guy to put on my classics. My classic's going to get a brand new gun holder. Better than the rubber bands I've been using. So Zodak, you're going to give up your cool gun piece there. And if this gun only fits in, not the other gun, that's fine too. I'll make it work. It'll be cool. So there we go. Wait a sec. Does he have a nose? I can't tell in this picture. But I remember Zodak always had a flat area, so it was like a nose would not be able to exist in his mask the way it was. Interesting. All right, I know you guys have seen this figure before. Zodak is boring, easy enough pass. I like Hordak, lots of accessories. At first I thought the thing under his eyes was sunglasses. Alright, let's see. Cobweb says to Jeff, yep, but Todd's right. I guess I could swap out all the parts if I want. Yeah, kind of a hassle. Now, I know that I've talked about this Tila before. She's been on pre-order for a long time. One thing I missed originally was she does have her signature ponytail from the 2000X, which I kept missing in all the videos. Looks like her shield might be a little bit different. I can't tell. But she definitely has the ponytail and the 2000X sword. And the golds are actually gold as opposed to being tan like we saw what the other Tila released. Her skin tone looks a whole lot lighter than what the other Tila is, I believe. And there you go. There is our Tila. They did a really good job on her eyes. I hope the final figure comes out with those eyes. That is really cool looking. Alright, so that is all the figures that we're getting for pre-order. Let's see if you guys have any final questions before I end this video. Yes, the Tila is cool. Mantena, I remember playing with him the most. That was from Bandish. Bandish can't wait to own Leech and Mantena. Oh yeah. Hordak is the one I will hunt for. Mike, no hunting required. Just go to Big Bad Toy Store and pre-order. You know, I actually contacted Big Bad Toy Store and, hey, can you guys make me a deal where I send people your way and you know, do a little kickback for me? But unfortunately, they said, nope, we don't do that. So I don't get paid if you click the link, which would be really cool if I do, but I don't. I hope there is more for that price. Yeah, some of the pictures I showed you are actually a lot less than what's included in the package. I didn't show everything. Let's see. I love how Big Bad Toy Store, Kenny O. I love how Big Bad Toy Store changes the date from June to the third quarter for the new Origins. Oh well, if I'm lucky, I will get them before Christmas. Nice. I was hoping to put a kill. Already read that one. Alright, I think I read most of your guys' comments. Well, hey, you guys. Oh, wait. Kill says, I believe that's a Sphinxter on his face. Oh, that is bad. So maybe his name should be Sphinxtor instead of Oh, you just helped me solve the puzzle from a long time ago. My friend Jeff, he and I were talking years and years and years and years ago, 30 years ago, and he was telling me that he called one of his kids' figures Sphinxtor because he had like a butt head. And I thought he had the New Adventures figure, but his kid's the wrong age for New Adventures. And I bet you he had Mantena, and he's probably the one he called Sphinxtor. That is hilarious. You know, I gotta. Oh, there it is. Oh, when Grizzlor was released, teased earlier, gets released soon. That'd be good, Badash. Wait. Oh, Jeff, you had me going there for a second. I thought you might have been my friend Jeff. That'd be hilarious if it was you. Oh, that would be funny. All right. Well, that Mantena really pays homage to his vintage counterpart. Yes, he sure does. Even the Sphinxtor and the bloodshot eyes and 4 legs, but this time they're separated. I'd have been pretty irritated if his legs were still stuck together. He would have been an easy pass for me. Well, today I got my horse that came early, so I will be doing a video maybe later tonight, showing off the 2 horses and comparing them. So be on the lookout for that. If not, I'll do it tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, and why not wait till Friday?
If you found enjoyment,
God, I got this.
like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.
There you go. If you guys like the video, please subscribe. Alright, I'm playing my outro. I will talk to you guys soon.